Alright, now we're going to go ahead and unbox our power supply. It's a Corsair RMX series, RM 750 watt, gold plus rated. It includes a 7-year warranty, fully modular. It's supposed to be a quiet fan design, but we'll see about that. But I've always had great success with Corsair power supplies. I mean, they really are one of the few ways to go. If you're going to invest in anything, invest in a good power supply. It will pay for itself in the long run. I cannot stress that enough. It really is a good investment. I recently just had an HX 850 go out on me after 4.5 years, and the RMA process with Corsair was frickin' seamless. What they did was you can do the advanced RMA, and they'll go ahead and put a hold on your credit card and send you the replacement part before you send them the broken one, which is amazing. It guaranteed no downtime. My power supply was surging, so it was still working, just in a very dangerous state. But Corsair is a great brand to deal with, so let's go ahead with the unboxing. Start with this plastic here. There it is. I don't know if you can see it. There's our box. Alright. Here she is. Yeah, slice it open. Well, since I'm being lazy, I'll use my screwdriver. Whoa. Necessary roughness. Alright. Alright, so we have our manual, which is surprisingly thick for a power supply. I mean, how many things do you really need to know about it besides, hey, here's the wattage, here's its rating, here's its efficiency. Try not to screw it up plugging in the cables that you can only plug in one way. Pretty thick, a little unnecessary. Here's your warranty guide, which you should hold on to. Once again, it was pretty seamless, so I don't know, I didn't have any of that stuff. Here's our extra thick power cable, heavy gauge, very nice. It's good to have an extra thick one. That's what she said. And here's our accessories, some screws, a nice little Corsair badge, which is always good to hold on to. Those things are nice. Some zip ties. Put that over to the side with the rest of them. Alicia gel. Oh, how fun. Here's our cable bag, which is always one of the highlights of buying the higher end power supplies. You got all your modular cables you'll ever need in one little package. And the PCIe ones and the CPU cables, all the main cables have this nice thick braid on them. Like I said, it's fully modular, so even the 24-pin modular. But we are definitely going to need all of these, so I'm going to go ahead and leave those out, or at least to the side. And here's all the cables for our peripherals. 4-pin, SATA. You get 2 of each. I think at this point you don't even need 4 pins for anything. Most of the water pumps needed them before, like I said, for peripherals, but I don't know, I think Corsair is going the route of using SATA to power their water pumps at this point. So keep those to the side too. Here's the cables. And it's nice, if you end up using most of the cables, you get a nice little pouch. I've actually given a few of these to my wife. She uses them as makeup bags and stuff like that. They're pretty handy. They're not bad at all. Like, what is that, vinyl? Who knows? Okay. And here's the piece de resistance. Our power supply in a frickin' black velvet bag. Now, how gangster is that? It's like the crown royal of power supplies. The crap comes in a frickin' bag, alright? Pretty sweet, right? Oh, I love that smell. This thing smells glorious. Nothing like a brand new power supply. Oh, I'm gonna take it now. Oh yeah. Here she is. Little warning sticker. Like, know what you're doing before you plug this shit in. Maybe that's what it says. It's in Chinese, so who the hell knows. There's the bottom side, there's the fan. You can see those giant capacitors in there. I don't know if you can, back behind the fan. It's pretty cool. Here's our modular ends, all the plugs, peripherals, SATA, 24 pin, PCIe, CPU. They are different, and you have to be careful because they do change these pin layouts with their power supplies. I noticed that on my HX. I got, my replacement was an HXM? I forgot. It was actually a slight upgrade to a newer model of the same type, but they changed their pin configurations. They would have still fit, but if you would have plugged them in, if you look closely at the cables themselves, they changed which holes the cables are actually going to, so you can easily fry your power supply if you use the old cables with a newer one. Actually, my buddy Bob, I believe, did that to one of his power supplies. He went to plug in one of the PCIe cables, and it was not laid out the same way, and it arced, which was at a LAN party, and we actually made an emergency 85-mile-an-hour trip to Micro Center to go do a walk-in warranty on his power supply, just so we can continue with our LAN party for the evening. So be very careful if you're upgrading to the same, type of power supply, newer model. Just be cautious with that pin configuration. It might bite you in the ass. But here's our power supply. Pretty nice. That smell is unbelievable. So let's slap this baby in.